everybody, welcome back to Paradise. I know it's been a little while since I shared some kind of like food or recipe stuff. I was doing that for a while. So today, I thought I would share this with you. So we had had a lot of rain and it's been chilly. And when it's like that, it's always good to eat some soup. So what I have here is kind of a cheesy like potato broccoli soup. So pups are barking. So basically you could modify this a lot, and we often do. We just kind of go with whatever vegetables we have, which depends on which ones we can get for a good deal, which ones are on sale. So today what we have is, well, potatoes are always going to be a strong base, so you can see some potatoes in there. Just cut up potatoes. And then in this case, we had cauliflower. You can see cauliflower in there. We'll also do broccoli when that's available, and that's pretty, you probably have heard of cheese and broccoli soup, so it's kind of along those lines. Just you could put a lot of different stuff in here, and it can be pretty cheap. And yeah, cauliflower can be cheap. Broccoli sometimes goes on sale, so you can use that. In this case, we also have, it kind of blends it with the potatoes, but we found these white beets that were on sale. They were like in those, those bags when they put the vegetables, when they're kind of like, I guess they're going bad, but they never really looked that bad to me. I think there's some in there. They looked like the potatoes. But they're white beets. They're also really nutritious. And so we got some of those, and they were soft, but they were still fine, especially for soup. That's what's nice. If you get the vegetables that are on discount, and even if they're a little soft, the best thing is to try to find things that you can use those for, and that saves tons of money. Because yeah, you can get those for cheap, but like in a soup, that's where you throw those things, because it doesn't really matter the consistency if they're a little, soft. Still edible and fine. Like a lot of people do that with bananas, where they'll get soft bananas and make bread and stuff. So it's kind of that concept. Carrots we almost always can find carrots cheap, so we do tons of carrots. You could do sweet potatoes instead as well, and we've done that before. We can see all the carrots in there. I love finding ways to add carrots. We also had some kale that was, also on its last legs. We just chopped it up and put it in here. So you see some of that, and then some seasonings. I think that covers most of it. Now, what about the broth base, right? Because that's always something that I was trying to figure out, like different broth bases. Because there's like ones for vegetable soups and chicken corn noodle soups and beef. And in this case, this is like a cheesy broth. So a cheese/cream base. And there's tons of different ways you can do this. Again, I'm sure if you try to look up recipes, there's these like specific ones where you have to use this and that. Honestly, you can use a lot of different things. You can do as simple as water with, so sometimes if we get like macaroni and cheese or something, and it's nice to have for certain days, especially like busy days, to have something easy like that to eat. Sometimes though we'll just do the noodles and we'll do them a different way. And so we'll keep the cheese packets, and then, so that makes it really easy. So if you want a really easy solution, keep the cheese packets. You can buy cheese in bulk as well. So like wherever you get your bulk stuff, Costco, Winco, places like that, or online, you can buy bulk, powdered cheese. And then, so if you have that, you can keep that for a while and you can use it like that too. So whatever, keep the packets, get the cheese. So that would be cheese powder. Obviously, you could do fresh cheese. It's going to cost you a little more, but not that much crazy, because you could just do a little bit. And there's really whatever cheese flavor you want, really. But obviously, some cheeses, well, you can see we put a few pieces of cheese in here. Some cheeses will string. Like mozzarella would probably be stringy in here, even though it would be delicious. So it won't really blend in. So keep that in mind. So the other thing is lots of options. You could add milk, which we did. We actually have milk powder on hand a lot, so we just put a little of that, and that creamed it up a little bit, right? So you could just do base cheese. You add milk, it makes it a little creamier. You could do cream. There's cream and cream powders that you can get. In fact, I think a lot of places put cream powders out if they like sell coffee or something, so you could even take some of those and, keep some cream powder on hand for free, which we've done that too. So works out really well, keeps it cheap. So that's cream, cheese. And then for spices, it depends. If you want it spicy, you could put something spicy in there. You could put jalapenos in here if you like spice. That would be good. Cayenne pepper, chili pepper, stuff like that. I didn't go for spicy today. But just regular pepper and garlic is really good in here. So garlic powder, will suffice. So that's all we did today, and that's a lot of variations that you can consider. So if you need a good soup for a cold day, this is excellent. And yeah, like I said, I need to and then we got some jam on some toast here as well. Bread's also something you can get for fairly cheap. So the meal ends up being pretty cheap, and yet it feeds a lot, because we'll do this for lunch and for dinner. And probably even maybe have some left over for tomorrow. So depending on how much you make, if you do like us and you have a big cast iron pot on the fire and cook a ton, you can make it last for a couple days. And that's always awesome, because that makes stuff go further. And then, of course, for the meat eaters out there, you could put a lot of different meat selections in here too, which would be pretty good. Like sausages and stuff that has a lot of strong flavor. Anything, really. So that's an option out there, depending on what your tastes and preferences are. But yeah, that's what we got going on today. Just a cheesy veggie soup with some toast, and we are trying to keep warm. I will see you guys next time here at Paradise on Pennies. Thanks for joining the journey.